It's the event of the year, the 2022 Taste of Black Charleston, Friday, March 11th at the Ladson Exchange Park. Join us for a variety of chefs, caterers, and restaurateurs from across the area as they compete to be the best of the region. Featuring America's Got Talent singer Ray Singleton and celebrity chef Carlos Brown. It's the Taste of Black Charleston. Good friends, great food, and a grand time. For more information or to purchase tickets, visit blackexposouth.com.
It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. And now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Hello, it's showtime. Thank you for watching. Come on, give yourself a hand. I hope you had a great weekend. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, you, and you. The Geno Jones Show. Yep, I'm him. That's me. I come to you live Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Please subscribe to the Geno Jones channel. You and everybody that you know and don't know, that you love, like, can't stand, hate, strangers, aliens. Please subscribe to the Geno Jones channel right here on YouTube. Please share and like or subscribe, like and share this and every episode. The Geno Jones Show brought to you by the 2022 Charleston Black Expo being kicked off this Friday night. You just saw it. The Taste of Black Charleston kicking off Black Expo weekend 2022 here in Charleston, South Carolina Metro. More details, go to blackexposouth.com about the expo, which is Saturday at the Charleston area the Charleston area Convention Center from 10 a.m. until 7 p.m. Like I said, go to blackexposouth.com, get your tickets, hotel information if you're traveling from out of town, if you're flying in town, and any other information that you might want and need. All right. Hey, Pisces, anybody out there celebrating a birthday today? Pisces, happy birthday. Wanda Sykes, the comedian. She is 57, and let's see here. So, Richard Lawson. Now you're saying, who is Richard Lawson? He's an actor. He's also married to Beyonce's mom, Tina Matthews. No, it's Tina Knowles Matthews. I had it right the first time. Tina Matthews, not Lawson, because her husband's name is Lawson. So I guess it was before, I don't know, what is her maiden name? Y'all know, jump in my chat room. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So Richard Lawson, married to Miss Tina Knowles Lawson, Beyonce's mom, and Solange. He is 75 today, so happy birthday to all my Pisces. I want to shout out everybody. I had a busy weekend at the La Creme venue, the La Creme Club Bar and Grill. Really beautiful spot, grown, sexy, swanky. It's just the swanky, sexy, the swag. They had a first Friday. I got a chance to, the king of MCs, and shout out to, they had a brand new band, Supernova. Shout out to Supernova, the lead singer and her band. Shout out to my man Leroy Harper. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna try to get them. They're supposed to be on the show one day this week. Really, the band is awesome. Relatively newly formed, but you're gonna see and hear a lot about them in the future. So they were at La Creme with me at First Friday, and then Saturday night we've been doing this ladies' night at the Ritz Bar and Grill. Shout out to everybody that was at the Ritz Bar and Grill. Now I know a lot of you all, especially ladies on ladies' night, and the fellas too, but the ladies, because it's ladies' night, so it was a lot of Pisces celebrating their birthday. It's like, Geno, I want you to shout me out. I watch you on your YouTube, your TV show, the Geno Jones Show. My birthday was like this weekend. So I said, jump in my chat room, leave me a message, and I'll wish you happy birthday. So if you were hanging out, with me while I was canging of MCing at La Creme or the Ritz Bar and Grill, you wanted me to give you a birthday shout out. All right, now's the time to jump in there. So we got that out the way at the top. People are going back to the movie theaters. Yes, they are. And what is my proof? Well, the proof is the Batman, the movie, made nearly $130 million one weekend. Nearly $130 million over the weekend here in North America. Now, the movie is 3 hours long, according to Allie, my youngest daughter. And she said, Dad, it was like, she thought it was like three. She said, it felt like it was 3.5 hours, Dad. I fell asleep. But it's actually technically 2 hours and 58 minutes. So you can round that off. It's 3 hours. All right. So probably, with the credits and the trailers, probably was a little over 3 hours. So I didn't see it starring. So they got a new Batman. So man, how many did they've had? They've had like 6. So you had Michael Keaton, way back in the day. Then you had Ben Affleck. You had Christian Bale. Let me see. I'm forgetting. I know Michael Keaton, Christian Bale. Let's see. Who else did I say? Michael Keaton, Christian Bale. Ben Affleck. And I'm forgetting somebody else. And so now they got this dude, Robert Pattinson. Robert Pattinson. So why does that name ring a bell? If you are a big Harry Potter fan, yeah. The dude with the glasses, all grown up. He didn't have the glasses on. Well, I know. Maybe in some scenes it's Bruce Wayne. He may have had the glasses on. I haven't seen the movie yet. So now we have a new Batman. But you know what? I think it is time for a black Batman. Why not? Now, before you say, but you just, why got to be a black Batman? Batman wasn't black. Batman was white. Hold on. Batman really, in real life, wasn't black or white because there was no such thing. It's a cartoon. So Batman, the character's made up. So if you could make him up to be white, hell, you can make him up to be black. Why not? I say it's time for a black Batman. Why not? Hell, you done give 6 white dudes a shot. It's about time for a black Batman. 2022. I'm just saying. So on a more serious note, I just want to talk about this briefly. No guest today. Short monologue. I want to make a shift and a pivot here on a serious note. WNBA star Britney Griner. I've been following this sister really since high school. I remember I first saw a video about her when she was in high school in Texas. She was a basketball phenom, 6'8". I think she was damn near 6'8" by the time she was like a sophomore in high school or junior. She went on to Baylor University. Her team won a national championship. She's won 2 Olympic gold medals. So during the off season, Britney and a lot of WNBA players go to Europe. A lot of them go to Russia. There's a professional women's league in Russia that's been established for a long time. They paid pretty well. Now you're saying, well, why does a WNBA superstar have to go during the off season over to Russia to play basketball, to make some extra money? You just answered your question right there. Because the WNBA doesn't pay them anywhere near what the NBA players. Now, I get the argument from a business standpoint. I can hear you. Well, Geno, the WNBA, they don't generate the revenue that the NBA does. Well, the NBA's been around for, 75 years. The WNBA, 20-ish? Somewhere around that. So the NBA has had a 50-year plus head start. That's 1. 2, women still make less than a man for doing the same job. So we still have sexism and patriarchy when it comes to pay for women. And black women is even worse because black women are paid the least. White men, white women, black men, black women. And Hispanic women are down there with black women in terms of the average pay. So you've got that going on. So anyway, so Britney Griner has been playing during her off season in Russia. So 3 weeks ago, now we just got wind of the story like Saturday, but 3 weeks ago, she was on her way back home. She was in a Russian airport and she got arrested for, now get ready for this, she was at a Moscow airport. And she was arrested for having vape. The vaping, I don't vape, but the kids have the little like electronic e-cigarettes where they're vaping. So she had 2 vape cartridges. Supposedly, inside the cartridges, there was hashish oil. Not hash, but I guess I didn't know there was such thing as hashish oil. And in Russia, all this is illegal, supposedly. Now, they say that supposedly she had that. Do you trust the Russian government? Do you trust Russian police? Do you trust anything or anybody that's ruled and controlled? That's when 2 words come out at the same time. Controlled and ruled by Vladimir, madman, megalomaniac, war criminal, Putin. No, I don't. No, that's a no, hell, blankety blank, no. I don't trust a word that comes out of this man's mouth. Period, full stop. Now, I just need to be honest about this. This madman and this war criminal is going to use Britney Griner. He's going to use Britney Griner as a political pawn. Like, okay, USA, I'm going to need you to stop helping the Ukrainians defend themselves. So literally this man this is Putin's war. And his military, they are committing war crimes. They are launching missiles from Russian soil, like damn near transcontinental missiles, into Ukraine's largest cities. They're bombing apartment buildings. They're bombing schools, residential neighborhoods, businesses, bakeries. I heard people were killed. Hospitals are under siege. Bombing basically the power grid and the water grid. So the Ukrainians don't have power, electricity, or water. And it's wintertime over there. It's cold. Starve them, freeze them, then blow them away with missiles and rockets. And when you don't do that, you're shooting and murdering, shooting people, innocent men, women, and children on the streets. And the Ukrainians, they want to maintain their independence. They do not want to be a part of this. I want to get back Mother Russia. Yes, we must get back Mother Russia and build the Soviet Union, put it back together. That was the biggest mistake. Well, yes, I want to get back all these countries that got their independence. They're like, dude, hell to the no. You are crazy. You are a madman. Now, there are a few things that concern me. One is, so this dude's what, about 70? And, you know, when you see somebody that is that's the personification of evil. When you would launch missiles into residential high-rise apartments, not just residential housing, because these are modern cities. Kiev is about the size, population-wise, of Chicago. Can you imagine? I don't even want to imagine. My mom and the rest of my family's back in Chicago. I can't even imagine. Or whatever city, just the city here in Charleston, New York, DC, Atlanta, Philly, Los Angeles, Phoenix, Detroit, Minneapolis, Dallas. Like rockets, missiles, flying into high-rise apartment buildings, skyscrapers. First of all, that wouldn't happen because, listen, and I pray because I don't want to think about it. So you're looking at the way that Putin, his behavior. So, you know, I have to say to myself and wonder, because our military expert, retired Master Sergeant Roy Gray, was on when the war officially, when the first Russian soldiers invaded Ukraine, and he said he believes, now keep in mind, over 20 years in the military, retired Master Sergeant in the Marines. So he knows what he's talking about. He knows of what he speaks. And he said that he is convinced, he believes, a lot of times President well, I'm not even going to dignify him. Orange Hitler was having these conversations with Putin, like his boss, like his daddy, little bitty mini-me soft, mini-me Putin. Trump like 6'3", acting like this is his daddy. Well, I talked to President Putin and about spying on the U.S., and he said he didn't do it. And President Putin was very strong. He said it strongly. Never seen a United States president basically turn into a punk, standing right next to a dictator from Russia. And you took Putin's words over your own intelligence agency, your own military, the people who, this is their job. They know exactly. They know a lot of what's going on with this madman. You took his word over your own government's intelligence agency and military. Anyway, so I talked about that. But I'm looking at this behavior, and I got to ask myself, is this dude on like some kind of suicidal, homicidal death wish, threatening that if the West gets involved, boy, they'll see something like they've never seen before, basically. And then he basically announced that his nuclear arsenal was on high alert. Like, dude, are you really threatening to use nuclear weapons, which would be something called mutual annihilation, which is why the United States and Russia, the countries with the two most nuclear weapons, basically said, listen, if a nuclear war breaks out, it's going to be something called mutual annihilation. Both countries annihilated. Really. And trust me, Putin may be crazy. He may be sick physically and mentally. I'm thinking, dude, maybe he's on a death wish. Maybe just speculation. Maybe he's found like there's been speculation about his health physically and mentally. Did he get some horrible diagnosis? Does he have some kind of terminal illness? Is that affecting him mentally? And maybe he feels, I don't have that long to live. I'm just going to go out in a blaze of glory, take the whole planet out. I know I don't want to speak it, but when you see this crazy, manic, megalomaniac behavior, and I guarantee you, the folks in the Pentagon, in our Defense Department, along with President Biden, I guarantee you that these conversations have been going on for a while and continue. So you got to wonder. But I hope and pray not, because President Biden has been very restrained. A lot of people are still mad because the United States won't lead the NATO effort. Now, for those who know, NATO is an organization that was really formed around 1950, after the end of World War II. So you had the United States and a lot of these countries in Europe basically got together, put together, a treaty was written that said basically it's like a contract that we agree, members of NATO, I think it's at least it's over 40 countries, right around 40 countries now, that if one country is attacked, all the countries are attacked. So if you attack the U.S., as a matter of fact, when we were attacked, bin Laden had his criminals fly planes to the World Trade Center and the U.S. Capitol, or I should say the Pentagon, and they had a plane en route to the U.S. Capitol, but that crashed in Pennsylvania. All right, so what happened when we went to the Middle East, NATO countries joined us because they were honoring the treaty, the NATO treaty. An attack on one NATO member nation, that means it's an attack on all of them. So that means every nation that's a member of NATO will send their military to jointly fight together to make sure that you don't have basically 1939 all over again with Adolf Hitler. Now we got 2022 and another madman and a war criminal. But President Biden has been very restrained, but I don't know. Y'all just might want to get this message to Vladimir. Yo, Vladimir, I know you think you're tough. You know, that's your macho. You know what, riding a horse with no shirt on, even though it looks like you need to do some ab work too. My excuse is COVID. You know, the COVID-15 people, you know, the whole COVID pandemic, we was on lockdown for damn near 2 years. Couldn't go to the gym and eating. So that's my excuse. 15 plus pounds I gained through this COVID pandemic. I don't know what yours is, but anyway, here's the point. Putin, you know better. You were ex-KGB agent. Man, you know what America is capable of. Not gonna start the fight in this case. Now, history, this is not a history class today, so I'm not gonna do the history of the United States, but just understand, the Japanese, who were back in the mid-40s, they were on the side of Hitler, and the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor. You know what happened after Pearl Harbor, right? We didn't start that fight. Just understand, you know what happened after that, right? Hiroshima and Nagasaki. So if you're like under 40 or something, just Google, or maybe, Google Hiroshima and Nagasaki in the 40s. Just Google that. Just Google those words and you will see. So please, y'all talk to your boy Putin. Say, you really, I know you need to, he feels the need to talk tough to impress the people of Russia, who millions of them, they don't want this war. Now all the Western journalists are not broadcasting for fear of going to jail, because now Putin passed a law to where if you call a war, if you call a thing what it is, they can put you in jail for 15 years up in Russia. So now all the major news networks, they're not broadcasting, none of them are broadcasting live. Some few still have reporters there, but they have to be very careful. But the word is still getting out, video is still getting out. People in Russia, they didn't ask for this war. This was your doing, Vladimir. But so I know that, you want to project Putin, the tough guy, but dude, you do not want, as the kids say on the street, man, you don't want that smoke from America. And in America and those allies, you can talk as tough as you want. I hope the Russian people, I hope the Russian oligarchs, the ones especially that have gotten wealthy under his corruption, because basically you got oligarchs are just these wealthy people, billionaires and multi-millionaires that basically run the country. It's gotten them in government, and Russia has a history of basically these oligarchs, these people around their leaders, just robbing the country of billions and billions of dollars to enrich themselves. Homes everywhere. $100 million, $200 million homes, several of them. $500 million yachts, just foolish, ridiculous. So you've got a significant number of those oligarchs that owe their wealth to Putin. Putin basically put them on where they go ahead and enrich themselves off the people. And then you have some oligarchs that was around before 1999. They got their money before Putin got in. And Putin don't really like them because they're not his boys, his crew. But America and the rest of the world continue with the sanctions. Do what you got to do. Hey, listen, I ain't crazy about paying $4+ $4 and what, 30, was it $4.40 yesterday when I went to get gas here? But, I'm about to get an electric car soon anyway, because that's a whole nother, there's no reason these gas prices are going up. You've got these companies, all these companies taking advantage of a war to really just to tax it, to get more money, just to bilk money, like to screw people. In essence, hey, this is a situation, let's take advantage of it, let's raise the prices, and we could blame it on Putin. in Putin's war, which they were already doing that. And as far as I'm concerned, my opinion is a lot of these CEOs and companies that have been raising prices on everything from food and chicken and folks that eat meat, bread, everything, to cars. Well, it was a supply chain, and people came back, and there was this huge demand to buy things and spend money. It was huge demand, but we didn't have the supply, and the supply chain we couldn't get. Okay, I got you. That ain't the case now. Some of you all are doing this because you want, let's go ahead and cause inflation. They call inflation the prices of everything we have to buy, from gas to groceries, and clothes, and everything in between that. Let's raise inflation. People will get angry. They'll blame President Biden, and maybe they'll vote back in Orange Hitler. No, we're not doing that. So a lot of this price gouging, and that's what it is intentional. And now, with Putin and his madness, Putin's war, here's another chance. CEOs, and not just here, Saudi Arabia, America gets 1% of its daily amount of gas from Russia. 1%. 1%. The daily amount of gas that we import comes from Russia. So we only get 1% daily of our gas from Russia. Why these prices going every other day? They're going up by 20, 30 cents. So I digress. But to the people and the oligarchs in Russia, the hope is that, here's the question: how long will it be, and how much financial ruin? Because now, man, so many companies, they can't get Netflix. It's hard to get hamburgers. Nike shut down their stores. Apple did. Apple shut down their stores. Now you can't get an iPad, you can't get an iPhone, you can't get anything, because Apple said we out. I don't know about Nike, even though I am troubled by two big companies, Coca-Cola and McDonald's. They're still doing business in Russia. It's blood money. Really? As wealthy as these global companies are, and y'all still haven't been sent a message? Really, why are you doing business in a country that's led by a madman and a war criminal? At some point, damn, how much is enough? And at what cost? How many more innocent women and children and people in general, including Afro-Ukrainians? It's not a lot, but they're actually Afro-Ukrainians, people of African descent who were born and raised. Yes, you had Africans. In Ukraine, you have Afro-Russians, if you just really want to know it, but that's a whole different show. So Coca-Cola and McDonald's, really, is that what we're doing? You doing that? I had to question, do I really want a Coke? Those McDonald's French fries are good, but they're not that good, are they? Do I really want these French fries from McDonald's? And I know these French fries that I'm eating, the money I just spent, some of that money is going back to buy missiles and rockets that Putin is going to use to murder innocent women and children and innocent people. Is that Coke or this Sprite? Tastes good, Sprite, but does it taste that good that I gotta have it? Knowing that money, some of that money that I just gave Coca-Cola is being used. I don't know. All right, thank you for letting me be a part of your life. But the question is, just on my way out the door, how long will it be? How much financial pain will the Russian people and the Russian oligarchs endure, put up with, how much more of Putin will they put up with? Let me just get to the bottom line before they all turn on this dude, say, yo, little dude, hey, mini-me, Vladimir, you have to calm your ass down. We're going to have to find a new president. Might be time for you to retire, partner. Thank you for letting me be a part of your life. As always, God bless each and every one of you. God, most of all, thank you for letting me do the Geno Jones Show. Once again, live Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. Central, 3:30 p.m. on the West Coast. Please subscribe to the Geno Jones channel. Please share and like this and every episode. The Geno Jones Show brought to you this week by the 2022 Charleston Black Expo, this Saturday, March 12th, 10 a.m. until 7 p.m. at the Charleston Area Convention Center. Go to blackexposouth.com, and we kick off Black Expo weekend with a taste of Black Charleston. I love each and every one of you. I really do. Mother, you know I love you more than life itself. The Geno Jones Show also brought to you by Designer Cuts, Markel Bailey, master barber, artiste, CEO of Designer Cuts. You can check him out on Instagram, KelB Cutting Up, KelBeCuttinup. Allie Jones, wardrobe consultant, the official wardrobe consultant and stylist of the Geno Jones Show, along with Mr. Bruce Gage. Allie Jones on Instagram. She is Lexi with 2 X's, LEXXIE underscores, that's the line below. Lexi with 2 X's underscore 9 below. Nicole Designs. And Bruce Gage, it's Miglio Di Mario Uomo, MIGILIODIMARIOUOMO. Miglio, it's an Italian name. Miglio Di Mario Uomo. Just Google, do a search, Bruce Gage, Gage, on Instagram. The next live edition of the Geno Jones Show is going to be tomorrow, Tuesday, depending on what time you're watching this. It may already, if you're not watching me live, it might be Tuesday already where you are. Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. You and me, you and me, live, 6:30. Once again, thank you so much for watching. I love you. God bless you. And one final thing I got to say is always, please be blessed, and let's pray for peace.
It's the event of the year, the 2022 Taste of Black Charleston, Friday, March 11th at the Latson Exchange Park. Join us for a variety of chefs, caterers, and restaurateurs from across the area as they compete to be the best of the region. Featuring America's Got Talent singer Ray Singleton and celebrity chef Carlos Brown. It's the Taste of Black Charleston. Good friends, great food, and a grand time. For more information or to purchase tickets, visit blackexposouth.com.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of The Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.